Hi everyone, it's Tessa here with Tessa Scrapbooks, and I have a surprise for you today. I know a lot of you have been paying attention. You know that Creative Memories is coming up with a new photo trimmer that launched today. So I just got back this morning from California. If it looks like it, it's because I was on the red-eye flight. So you're looking at, I haven't even changed yet. I'm literally wearing what I put on yesterday morning. And we left Fresno, California about 1 a.m. local time. And we went through Dallas and I landed here in Eastern time about 10:15. So I came home and had a surprise waiting for me, and that is the new photo trimmer and the new bag. So Creative Memory sent them to me so that I could have them to show off today and let you all know what I think of it, find out what you think of it. So I haven't even used it yet. So we will do this all live on camera and see what it's all about. So if you're joining me, let me know if you are planning to get the photo trimmer, what you liked or didn't like about the old one, if you're getting the bag, whatnot. I I'm excited to do this. So let's switch over to, so here's the box, here's the photo trimmer. Those of you that follow me know that I do not use I didn't use the personal trimmer. I just never really liked, I don't love guillotine trimmers, so that's why this is interesting to see what I think. I love how it's looking. It looks like our 12-inch trimmer. It's like a little baby 12-inch trimmer in design. Look how cute that is. It's wider, longer than our personal trimmer was. It does have the same white and blue coloring, so it has this blue, it's a guillotine trimmer. That's what the part of it that I haven't always loved, but I committed to trying. Am I going to love it or list it, was the joke someone made, which is so true. So part of the bundle with this launch is the trimmer bag that will fit our 12-inch trimmer and the photo trimmer. So we'll open that in a second and we'll see how it all fits together. So what about this photo trimmer? Like I said, it's bigger. It allows you to get a 4 by 6. I did pull some photos out to try. It has a coloring scheme that's intentional. So the blue is an action concept on the trimmer. So you see the blue over here. It reminds you that it has a flip out, so you can actually get up to 10 inches, about 10.5 inches wide. And we're going down to over 8 inches for trimming here. So that will be very convenient for those 5 by 7s, maybe a little bit of 8 by 10 action for here. It has the clear safety bar that you'll slide your photo under. It has markings if you're cutting a 3 by 3, 4 by 4, 4 by 6. This is very helpful, I think, not only for photos, but I can see using this for photo mats when I want to just do little fussy trims for those, little clean cuts. As you guys know, sometimes making very thin trims with our 12-inch trimmer with paper even is challenging. So if you're working with a piece that's smaller than 12 inches, you might like to use this one for paper also. And they did give us a surprise on the back, and that was some extra storage. So depending on the bundle that you buy today, if you don't already have them, you can bundle in the microtip scissors and our CM scissors, both of which are phenomenal. Highly recommend those. And the microtip will fit over here. You can make sure your scissors are closed. You can tuck in the little tip and it'll snap down. My scissors are older, so they're not that same CM blue, but same concept. You can put them in the tip there, and they'll snap into place. So if you're like me, you might want to just have 2 sets and keep one always on the bottom and then one in your tools bag also, so that you know you always have a set with you. I actually have a couple sets. I use one for travel and one for home. So I know that I can know that I always have those pieces with me. So that is a fun design options they use to maximize. It has 4 feet that are non-skid, so they should help it stay firm and even on your surface. So you do hear that nice, I don't know how to describe that sound, metallic. It has a spring-loaded tension spring, so one of the complaints in the old trimmer was that it was hard to get a straight cut because this arm would wobble. It is tension loaded in the spring to keep pulling back against the trimmer so that it gives you a nice even cut. So let's make the first cut. I'll lift my bar and slide my photo in. I can determine if I just want to see what I'm trimming off here or how I'm measuring. Say I want to go to 5 1/4. I'm going to hold clear right here and trim that down pretty easily. So very nice. Could flip it around, slide it under. See what I did there? I didn't hold it. So you will want to hold on the clear to get that clean cut. If you don't hold the clear down, this will buckle a little bit and it will move. So that is something I will have to get used to. Like I said, I have not been using the guillotine trimmers. I've been using my old 12-inch one. So I will have to remind myself to hold here for the clean cut. I do have an 8x10. I don't need to trim it, but I wanted to show how it would fit. So for an 8x10, I can feed in the 8-inch side if I wanted to trim off a little bit. I'm not going to be able to feed the 12-inch side because of that. So I would still have to break out my 12-inch trimmer for anything longer than 8.5 inches, but I could trim down the width of it. So this is actually a picture I just came back with me today. Emerson was a camp counselor at the YMCA camp at Sequoia Lake. And this is a counselor pic that they took together. So there's no need to trim it. As you can see that whoever took the photo actually did a pretty good job trimming that in, but I have the option now if I wanted to. So if I wanted to trim something bigger, like I said, I could swing the bar out. If I wanted to do a 5x7, I have space for that. 4x6, all the options. So let's see how the bag works. So one nice thing about the bag is that it will hold your paper trimmer and your personal trimmer. They went with the polka dot theme. That's 2 pinch straps on the front to keep it nice and secure. It has a carry handle at the top, and the back of it does have a sleeve to slide it over your rolling cart or maybe connect it to another bag. It also has a thin pocket back here, and we'll talk about some options that we can slide in there. So if I open this up, there's the strap handle. So if you want to be able to carry this over your shoulder, you can put that in there. It's going to come with this little piece, which you're going to want to put in the bottom. That's going to give it the width. It has the Island Waters interior that the rest of our polka dot themes come with. And then it has this strap inside, so you can see that, that's going to hold the trimmers pretty snugly. So if you have our 12-inch trimmer, this was specifically designed to work together with the photo trimmer. So you see the logos on each. We're going to want to flip the photo trimmer so that the logos are opposite. And this is going to sit perfectly down and hold this blade housing in place. So sometimes, this would flop depending on it. But if you have it like this, it's going to fit. It was designed to fit snugly over here to keep that blade housing from shifting. So it fits on there very nicely. That is a great feature. I love that. You open the bag, and then you can hold the strap a little bit open with your hands and slide these down. So the strap will hold them in place. And if you can see, we still have room in here. There are some interior pockets here for pens. Let's try to find a metallic pen. So there's pen spots if you want to make sure you always have some pen basics. And there are a couple larger pockets that I know will fit tape runners. I could slide that in there. I've had people ask me about the 12-inch decorative trimmer. Mine, the blades are off right now, but it would slide in here nicely. You can fit that in here. Here's my 12-inch glue trimmer. I might be having a little bit of separation anxiety if I travel very fast. Maybe I can't quite commit to giving it up. It's like my security blanket. I could slide this one in there also. I can get both blue ones in there and the tape runner and the pen. And then if I wanted to store anything on the back side, I have a couple of options. So I don't know about you guys. I have my 13-inch silicone mat. I have an assortment of rulers. I always have to have a few because I lose them on my desk. I also have things like my Titletopias. So let's see if the Titletopias fit. These are always things I like to make sure. It looks like they're a little deep. So if you did store your Titletopias back here, you wouldn't be able to zip it. You just have to treat it as a slide-in pocket, but I think that might still be a good option for me. These are always a little bit awkward of like where to take these so I don't lose them, but I could slide them back there. I could also slide my rulers back here. And I do have, I don't know about you guys, I have two T rulers. I have like two of every kind of ruler because again, I always lose them. So I will probably just keep my second set in here so that whenever I do travel, I have it with me. I can zip that closed. And then my silicone mat could still fit nicely up inside here. I honestly would not carry my tape in here. I keep those in the small pods, and my pens are separate. So I, could lose that bulk if I started putting in all this extra stuff. Let's see if it fits. We can close it, buckle it up. So I have both blue trimmers, the 12-inch trimmer, and the photo trimmer all ready to go. So I have the carry handle, which I think I'm more likely to use. I'm not sure if I would use the shoulder strap, but you could definitely put the shoulder strap on there. And then if you have a rolling cart, I could just sit that on top of there. So it is nice and compact. It doesn't really have too much space, but it has enough space. You can see your little trimmers peeking out the end there. So that is quite fun. I anticipate these bags will sell through pretty fast. So the way it works is that the photo trimmer will be part of our core line. They will likely sell out at some point here soon, but they've already assured us they have a reorder on the way. Do you guys remember when the 12-inch trimmer launched? I think we went through 3 shipments before they caught up with the demand of that. So I don't know if this will be the same, but if this will get reordered, the bag will not. So right now it's a bundle. The retail for the trimmer alone is $32. So definitely a great price point for something. I know that it might feel a little expensive to some of you, but think about how long our other trimmers lasted. I know some of you are using your original one from like 20 years ago. So if this one even lasts you 10 years, it's costing you $3.20 a year. So that's less than, see, 320 divided by 12. I'm like, my tired and my fatigue's going to show about 25 cents a month, a little bit more than that to use your trimmer for 10 years. So I think we can all afford the convenience of that for something that is so critical to our scrapbooking. So this will be around. If you can't work it into your budget right now, that's fine. It'll be there. If you want the bag, you need to grab the bag now because this is what will sell out. If you want the trimmer only, Creative Memories is not selling the trimmer alone until August 26th. However, you can get this separately on my website as of now. I'm selling the bag and the trimmer separately. There is a little bit of a discount if you buy them together. They also have a bundle with the scissors if you need to go ahead and refresh your scissors, or if you want to go ahead and get your second set for events to have those available. You will get the blue color and those. And then if you do not have the 12-inch trimmer yet, what are you waiting for? Everyone converts eventually. You can get both trimmers, the scissors, and the bag for a bundled price, I think $119 or so. So that is 100, basically about $120. Again, over 10 years for the basic tools, you are spending $12 a year. So about $1 a month to have this set. This trimmer has been out, I think it was like 2017 or whatever? I mean, we've had it 7 years now and it looks new. You just have to replace these cutting mats eventually over time. I've only been on a couple of straight blades now because if your paper's not cutting very well, it's the mat that needs replaced. The guillotine steel does not get replaced. Nothing gets replaced over here. The biggest secret is just to remember to hold your clear plastic down as you cut for that clean cut. So let me know what you guys think. I love the way they look. I like the sleek design. I won't lie, from a distance, I wasn't sure I was going to like the bag. I told Megan I kind of was hoping for more of a sleeve concept where I could just slide my trimmer into anything. But now that I see it and I can see how it fits both trimmers together and the blue ones, I think they did do a nice job with the design that it will fit all of those so nicely. So as a reminder, if you want to stack them, the logos go opposite. Hold them together in your hand. Lift up the strap, slide them in. I don't think it matters. I'm trying to remember. I thought Allison said something about which way. Yeah, the housing has to go on top or it's going to get in the way of the strap. And then I can take my security blue trimmer and my decorative trimmer in there. My 13-inch silicone mat on top. My scissors will be on back. And I'll have my rulers in the back here. So I'll have all the basics ready to travel. And again, for those of you that are like me and want to have two sets, you could have this packed, ready to go, so that every time you go to scrapbook, you just grab this tote and you don't have to worry about having the basics, because that's one thing that always stresses me out. And that's why I kind of like to have a travel set and a home set, so that I spend enough time trying to figure out like what products I need to take, like the actual like paper and all that, that I like just having two sets of tools, so I don't have to worry about remembering all of those. So some of you are excited to get it. And if you have, okay, if your old trimmer isn't worn out, that could be the second one, right? That could be the one you either take to events or you leave at home, or you could gift it to maybe an up and coming granddaughter or child, someone that wants to start scrapbooking, and somewhere to hand the tool down. So I gotta take a little drink. I can tell, I don't know about you guys, my throat gets dry when I travel and don't sleep. I feel like all this talking, I'm gonna start coughing. That's okay. I love you all. I love you all. I wanted to show you this before I haven't even unpacked yet. So I have a question. What do I use my silicone mat for? So there are different versions of silicone mat. Um, there's 13 by 13. There's the border size 13 by 5. And there is a card size, which is 7 by 7. This is something I also have to have double. I cannot find my border one. And so I've been using this one quite a bit. I like the border one because it's a little bit thinner, but what they do is it hold things without them slipping. And so we use our 13 by 13 cutting mats quite a bit for lining things up. You can line things up on here if you're working on something with pieces, if you're punching out like some of our, what do they call it? Oh my gosh, my brain's not going to work very well. The punches where you get all the little pieces, you build it. The build a punches. It's like build a bear. Build an ice cream cone or the build an owl. This is great because it keeps all those little pieces tamed and together, or if you're working on a border. But the biggest reason why you want to use silicone is that the repositional tape will not come through to here. So if you're adhering a intricate border like the laser cuts or something you punched and you use repo tape and you do it on here, the tape will stay on the runner, not on the silicone, so you don't have sticky tape everywhere. If you notice how dirty my 13-inch cutting mats get on camera, I'm not very good about keeping them clean all the time. You can see the little black dots from the adhesive because sometimes I'm a dirty girl and I don't pull out my silicone, and so the repo tape, just kind of sticks all over. The bad part about that is if the repo tape gets on like the front of your photos, like you're shifting things around, it does not come off the front of your photo very well. So it is best to keep the repo tamed on here. The price again for the trimmer is $32. You can get it with the bag for $55. If you want the bag only, I have it on the website for $30. And that will just be while supplies last. Like I said, I do expect that they will sell out. But yeah, the silicone mat, once you've had a silicone mat, using it with your repo tape, it's really hard to go back because it just keeps your space cleaner. You will notice too, silicone attracts other things like my cat here, who was just up here. She was telling me how much she missed it while I was gone. If you need to wash it, just use water. Just take it under the kitchen sink and give it a rinse off, and it will kind of get off the static or sometimes a little bit of dust or little pieces that it attracts to. Because just like it'll hold all of your little pieces together, it's going to hold other stuff you don't want to. So they do need rinsed every now and then. You haven't asked yet, in case you're wondering, for the 13 by 13 mats, to clean those, it takes a little bit more than water. Like, look at me, they're behind me. You guys can see all my mess now. When I cleaned these, can you guys see all my repo dots, all the black stuff? I put these under the kitchen sink and I get warm water. So run the tap until it's warm and then get a rag that has some good texture to it and then just kind of like do the circle scrub and it will all come back. The warm water loosens it up really well. You don't have to use any chemicals. You don't have to use anything harsh. I just do warm water and towel. If you want, you can use a little bit of liquid Dawn or something, but that would clean it up. And that's, you use silicone so your mats don't look like this, although you probably can't see it online. So that is what's launching. So you can get it now on the Creative Memories website as a bundle only. You can get them separately on my website, tessascrapbooks.com, if you don't want or need both pieces right now. And I know some of you have to watch your budget, which is totally fine. Any other questions? Like a lot of you love it. I know we've been anticipating this since when? So the New Orleans incentive trip that I went on was in the fall of 2021. So this trimmer has been in product development for over 2 years, so about 2.5 years. So at the production time, they probably, put the final stamp on this at the beginning of 2024 and just now arriving here. They are produced overseas because if they produce this here, we probably really would not want to afford them. So, but they stand behind the quality. So if you get it and you don't love it or you have issues with it, let me or your advisor or the company know, and they'll definitely take care of you for that. So thank you all. If you don't have any other questions, if you do, you can just comment on here. I am not sure what I'm going to do next in my life. My mind is a little fuzzy. I need to do laundry and unpack. And I need to do Simply Scrappy because I said, no one asked, but I did say I was going to post a video while I was gone, but it didn't happen. I didn't get it recorded. But I have the layout here behind me somewhere. So this will be coming at some point this week. So I don't know if any of you have the 8x8 line it up template. It's just an 8x8 one. But I have a 12-inch layout hacking this template. And so I have all the pictures picked out. It just didn't get recorded before I left last week. So this is what will be coming this week. I don't know if I'll try to squeeze it in Wednesday or wait till Friday, but that's what's coming up here. My kids start school Wednesday, and then we can get back to normal life. I don't know about that, actually. Emerson doesn't go back to school till next week, so she'll still be here for a week. And then maybe we can get back to real life, whatever that is. All right. Well, thank you. Have any questions about the trimmer? And I look forward to hearing your thoughts. And let me know what you think when you get it and if you have any other questions. So I'll see y'all later.